What a perfect time of the year to understand the anatomy of abundance. My latest book, you may have seen it here on Amazon.com. I'm passing out to all of our guests.
I love it. I love it. Patrina Wisdom, founder and CEO, Pure Abundance Incorporated, best-selling author, podcaster, investor, creator, keynote speaker, creator,
and purveyor of boots that have orange soles.
Her boots.
I don't know if
your boots are
the
awesome.
fabulous
Can we
outfit.
get those?
I can't even stand it.
Those are awesome.
Well, the best part is that it matches the book.
Well, you have to be on brand.
Yeah, I think you do. 100%. First of all, welcome back to the studio. I'm so glad to see you. And this whole new wealth paradigm for women that you talk about. As a father of two daughters, who I tried my best to raise them as boys, and I pity the fools. I pity the fools. My son-in-law. No, my son-in-law is a perfect example of the perfect person for my daughter in that just steady Eddie, and so. But obviously. A great supporter of everything she does, but when I told her about this wealth paradigm for women, I remember, and she's a doctor. I remember, all she ever wanted to do was be rich. And then she started realizing, well, but I don't really want to work. Okay, so this age 15, right? And then all of a sudden, 67, then she realizes the value of study and the value of getting into it, getting into sort of the rhythm of whatever defines success for you. Talk about this anatomy of abundance, because abundance is the same for everybody, is it?
No, absolutely not. And that's actually the message that I'm sending, is that even the word success is something different to everybody. One person's success might be determined by how much money they have in their account. Another person's success might be how great of a mother they are, right? So there's a scale, there's a range. The way that I defined abundance is creating a life that feels as good as it looks on the outside.
Ooh, that's interesting. No, I mean, that's fantastic, because in my terms, at some point, I figured out money was like fun tickets. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the more fun tickets I had, the more usable days I could have spending my fun tickets. But then, of course, we were talking to Dan Negroni about his new book, and for our parents, it was getting to the point where they could stop working and retire.
Right.
I think it all changes for everybody.
Totally.
Because for me, that abundance for me is, God, I hope I'm still doing this at age 85, and I'm still relevant at it at age 85.
You nailed it too. Is the growth, how old we are? I mean, I think it's men versus women is probably something you notice, right? And then also how old we are. When we're younger, it's one thing, and then when we get a little older, and we realize.
It's so funny to watch that too.
There's
kids
a lot of
family.
I mean, you're right in the middle of that, Mary, with one daughter in college and one daughter about to go to college. You're seeing that because it's really interesting what was important to them at first, where it was like, I just want to be rich, and then, but I don't want to really work that hard. And now, the one that said that went to school for what, 10 years?
Wow.
After saying that, it's interesting and that's so valuable to her, more than the paycheck. Although they got it figured out as traveling doctors. If I could go back.
I think at its essence, it's a matter of scarcity, right? Whether you're functioning and creating from a place of scarcity, or if you're functioning and creating from a place of abundance. If you came from parents who struggled, they may have gone over and above, right, to create a different kind of a life for you. And then you get to determine, based on who you are, what your core values are, what you want to create.
But you talk about over-functioning.
Yeah,
So
a lot.
talk
Talk to me, sis.
Talk about that. That's a big deal, and I don't think people understand what that is.
Yes. So obviously, I am a woman. Have you not noticed, right? And these days, you never know. So I got to say, but
Either you're really flamboyant.
No, but the thing is, as women, we are naturally going to overfunction because we carry this invisible workload that I think we only recently started talking about, right? So no matter what the roles in the home is, normally if it's traditional, the man's earning the money, the wife is taking care of the kids, but things have been turned on their heads. Women are in the workforce. We're also taking care of the family. And when something comes up, a decision needs to be made, plans need to be made, something needs to be fixed, who do we go to?
The mom.
Right, mom.
Yep.
Listen,
And so we are literally hoisted into a position where our nervous system is going crazy because we're being pulled in so many different directions.
and as a father of two daughters, you guys developed a system of a Heisman, because we're sniffing around about age 13.
Yeah.
Yep. And you develop this, you have to develop this cautionary thing at the same time, which is very real. I'm in the middle of putting a book together called Grown Man.
Love it. What is that, by the way? No, I'm just
Very
kidding.
short.
It's a unicorn. We don't know what that means.
The first 2 lessons are very simple. Lesson number 1, never enter or exit the pool by the stairs. You're a grown man. Number 2, I can probably save every man in this world years of heartache. They're probably right. I'm just here to say they're probably.
But really good at letting us be right.
Yeah.
And they're going to say that, and you're going to say nothing. Because
Exactly.
even though you just said,
Right.
Say less.
they're probably right.
The smart man.
But it's true. I mean, I came up during my 3/4 life crisis. I came up with this, and it's true. Where you just said who do we all turn to? Hey, Mayor.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
I mean, honestly, and you know, we affectionately call her Den Mother, but it's that thing that you people.
Well, it's funny that is the thing,
people.
because that is this term that I've gotten here. I'm one of the only females here, and it was like I do a lot of different things, a lot of different hats, but Den Mother is the one that encapsulates it all.
But let me say this though.
It's glue that holds it all
Not only
together.
to all of us cavemen, and guys, but let me finish my thing about they're probably right, because our needs are few. Little golf on Sunday.
Yep.
Sandwich.
Yep.
Maybe a flyby really close as she's heading to the kitchen.
Yep.
I think we're good. You know, so at some point, but
There's some others that aren't fit for TV, but I'm following you.
But the point is, you also seem to like that role, not as the chief role, but you embrace that role too. Now, I don't know.
It's natural.
Is that a genetic
I mean,
thing?
it is part of who I am.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a female thing.
Right.
It's partly female, and it's just, it's who I am. I enjoy it. I'm good at it.
Now, does
so
that
I
ever get in
embrace
the
it.
way? Does that ever get in the way of the new wealth paradigm for women? Does that?
Absolutely. That's
it does get
actually
in the way.
what gets in the way, because we're so programmed to carry it all that we don't make room for ourselves. So most women are secretly disconnected from themselves. They're not confident in a lot of ways, right? We doubt ourselves so much. We're so hard on ourselves in everything. We become over-functioning, overachieving, perfectionists. And when we miss one thing, we feel like the whole world's going to
Oh, my
crumble,
God.
and it's going to may our fault.
It's so true.
Me and Mike missed,
we may or
me
may
and Mike
not.
missed 4 before our second pee last night at 10 p.m. let me ask
Right.
you. Let me ask you something.
Y'all are used to it because
Oh my
you've been
God.
at it, grinding and making mistakes for.
You have a methodology, though.
I do,
You have a
yes.
6-step methodology.
Yes.
And without spilling all the beans completely, talk about how people can move from scarcity to abundance, or from frustration to satisfaction, or from non-usable days to more usable days, or less fun tickets to more fun tickets.
I love it. Thank you for that question. So I love to study people, males, females, everything, whole spectrum. And one of the things I've noticed is that certain genders function more in maybe a analytical, more strategic space. Others might be more feely, right? Things of that nature. And so what the anatomy of abundance does essentially is it brings together what I like to call the higher laws, the mindset, the psychology, spirituality, and the feels, together with strategy and grounded planning, essential, like implementation. And so to me, that is the sweet spot where you get to create the abundance, but not abundance that's gonna feel like a prison.
If you think in terms of the horrific tragedy that you suffered when your husband committed suicide, when you were pregnant with your 4th child, for
So I didn't know I was pregnant.
Oh, say.
I found out I was pregnant with my 4th child the same day
No
that
way.
I learned that he passed away.
And this went from
Yeah.
you took it from
Insane.
personal loss to victory. Did people have to go through such adversity like that?
No, and thank you for asking that, because I think a lot of times, so a lot of our money and our wealth, creation and our responses come from trauma, but there's a lot of people who maybe fortunately did not experience a lot of trauma.
Sure.
And so they're functioning from a different place. For myself, I know that that's where my grit, my determination, my resourcefulness, and it wasn't just when my husband passed, it was my whole freaking life from the time I was born. But those are the things that make you successful in business and as a person in general.
Had you not gone through, I mean, that is the ultimate.
This is a good question.
That's the ultimate trial by fire. That's the ultimate get in the deep end and swim or sink.
Yes.
Would you be here today, do you think, if you hadn't gone through
I don't
all
know.
of that?
I don't know. I think I would be.
I mean, you seem like you're pretty resilient already.
Of course. I would
Sure.
be successful. No doubt I can say that with 100% certainty. Would I be here doing what I'm doing now? Maybe not. Because my past lives and who I was before my husband passed was fully an artist. We were just talking about artist, a singer, actress, in the entertainment industry, traveling the world, free spirit, butterfly, happy-go-lucky Patrina.
Boy, what happened to those days?
This is where the grounding
You're the same person.
No, I am. I'm still that person, only now I have a foundation. I have the grounding. I do look at the I'm very strategic, very organized.
Was that butterfly has a solid flower to a light on?
Yes. Okay. So had the husband not been taken away, which was like my protective bubble, the leader of the household, you know, I got to kind of hide behind him. Probably wouldn't be sitting here right now.
How do people, first of all, books available everywhere?
Yeah, Amazon,
How do people get involved with some of your teachings and so on and so forth?
Oh, the easiest way is to visit my website, Patrina Wisdom. Everything's always updated.
You got a podcast.
I have a podcast that I'm obsessed with. It's called Living Room Wisdom, where your story is your glory. We speak to high-achieving women who have pulled back the curtain on the highlight reel.
Yeah.
Right?
I think I think it's worth, and after digging in, I think this is not just a book for women.
No, not at all.
Not
at all.
Right?
I think it'll help you understand women.
No, I got it. They're probably right. Game over. Here ended the lesson.
You look fine, honey.
You look great.
Anytime. Mike said, "Hey, honey, does this tie make me look fat?" No, Mike, your face does.
Patrina Wisdom, founder, CEO, Pure Abundance Inc., bestselling author, podcaster, keynote speaker, investor, creator of the Anatomy of Abundance framework, Pure Abundance Incorporated. Awesome
and
stuff.
fun cultivator. We forgot that part.
Exactly.
Cultivator of fun.
All right, keep it here. Much more to come at the Big Biz Show right after this.